We found the body of Quarian. You're like going through his pockets. He has a little metal orb. Like it's something you commonly see with people from like the bubble cult. So you recognize these people as the bubble cult. Hi, welcome to the bubble. Would you like to hear about the great bubble divine that keeps us safe from the dangers of the universe out there? Would you like to get your fortunes read now?
Sure. Will I find my father?
Possibly. We'll be able to give you some information about that through the bubble reading. It seems that you have something that you're searching for. There's a reunion in your future that will change everything for you. Yeah, I got this this weird kind of good luck charm. And they take it from him and examine it, and they're like, there's a pole, and it starts to kind of swing back and forth. Child, reach your hand out, and it begins glowing, and as soon as you touch it, it just disappears. We have to do some more readings on you. There's a legend, a myth, whatever you want to call it, a prophecy. We, in our culture, we believe that there is a chosen one. He has the means of freeing the bubble god from within the planet. We believe we have a big role to play. We have to do some more readings on him and see if you are the chosen one. Hello everybody and welcome back to Mischief Check, the Rise of Steam. Last time our party was faced with a group of goblins that seemed to be attacking the factory of Steamworks in Ormond, the capital of Alluvia. They seemed to be doing something to some of the steam bots that Steamworks is known for, one of their greatest inventions thus far. And after some time they seemed to kind of power up and kind of be attacking the party. Who knows, what they would have done with those had they gotten away with them, but the party managed to stop them, destroying one of the bots and actually taking control of one of them themselves. Connie, the construct. And yeah, right after they defeated all the goblins, Edvard rushed out of the factory and basically gestured for everybody to come inside. But I believe everyone wanted to loot really quick before they went in.
Yeah.
So go ahead and everyone give me just a flat investigation check.
Yo. I rolled a 6.
16.
Ooh, I got 22.
18.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a crit fail.
What? Here, take my dice and reroll.
He was.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, use mine. Those are your dice.
Can I reroll?
No.
Can I reroll?
He was using faulty dice.
12.
There you go. Highest roll, we're going to go highest to lowest. So you 22, 18, 16, 14, or 12, and 6. Okay. So Luke, what you're going to get is 66 gold.
Oh, I can pay Dr. Malik back and I have $2 left.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you owe money.
I owe you 64.
Yeah, you do.
If you
Oh,
want,
I forgot how much. He's coming.
if you want, you can take any of the goblins' weapons off of their bodies. There's a bunch of daggers and scimitars and short bows and stuff like that, if any of that interests you. And then they each have a pendant around their neck with an emblem on it that I guess the easiest way to describe it is it kind of, I don't want to say it looks like the monster logo, but it's kind of like 3 claw scratches is what the emblem looks like.
I'll take one of those.
Sure, for sure.
I'll take the 66 gold.
You're going to take the 66 gold? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, all right.
Should I not?
I don't know, you said it as if it was a choice.
It's true.
Um,
It's true.
All right, Reese, you're going to get 52 gold. You can also grab any of the weapons if you would like.
Are there any sickles?
Yeah, there's a sickle.
Are any sickles better than the sickles that I'm carrying? I'll pass.
On the gold too?
No.
All right, Ethan, you're going to get 46 gold.
Wait, how much is that?
52. And you can grab any of the weapons if you want as well. Nothing else.
What kind of weapons are there? Is there like a hand crossbow? No.
Yeah,
I can fire with one hand.
like hand crossbows. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, is there anything off of the one construct or not?
No, I mean nothing that you can grab. I mean you could try picking around inside of Edvard's invention right in front of him.
Right, yeah, I thought that might be a bad. Well, I'm trying to see the device that turned this thing evil.
Yeah, you can grab that off of it if you want.
I'll grab the device, the evil device.
Okay, give me a artificer check to see if you can get it off without damaging it. Meanwhile, Johnny,
Is that just intelligence?
intelligence plus proficiency. Johnny, you're going to get 36 gold. And then you have it also can choose
Nat
to.
20.
Yeah, you get it off just fine. You can grab any of the weapons if you want to as well, Johnny, and then Jacob. You're gonna get 13 gold.
13.
Yeah, and then none of the weapons really interest you, so really.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
First time over
Lord,
I think
I know.
it is. Yeah.
Lachlan is just like kind of like rummaging through just corpses, going, whoop, just pulling sacks of gold out. Oh, their head exploded. Their heads exploded like a watermelon or something. Oh.
No, I don't. Do
you have a crossbow?
I don't need a crossbow.
So you get it off of bro. You can do some investigations on that later on.
Okay.
Dropping it.
I put it in my inventory as device to turn Connie evil.
Good. Very good. All right. So Edvard motions for all of you guys to come in. Yes.
I think we talked about this off camera. Can I chop Connie's head off and install hummus?
Install.
You would have to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
You can't just put a fleshy lump of man or whatever hummus
Yeah, what
is
is this?
into a mechanical construct and expect it to just work
Okay.
in you know.
For the time being, can I open like a
synchrony.
flap in her back and just put him in there? Just like as storage.
There's not enough space.
Ah!
So you just ride on her.
I could.
The doors to the factory are big
Any
enough.
child is.
Alright, I'm gonna stay close to Connie in that case.
Okay. You're not gonna ride on her?
No. I'm still in Wilbert's fold.
What, bro?
I believe.
What? Uh-huh.
What, bro?
That's what I thought.
Did you
That's
jump
what I thought.
back in after the battle?
Yeah, I just kind of dive in.
Into the fold?
It's my safe space.
Yeah, you probably want to recover
My
after this.
safe space.
Hummus,
Yeah.
I'm assuming Hummus goes in with you then.
Oh, absolutely. He's right in my arms. Yippee!
Yeah, so, unless anyone else wants to do anything else, Edvard's gonna bring you guys into the factory. So he gestures for you guys to come in, and he, has, just a bunch of his people kind of come up to you guys, and he was just rolling for some reason.
I can't roll. I
It
got
was,
15,
making
by
me
the way.
it was making me nervous. I thought you were gonna try and do something. You got a 15, so I was like, whatever he's trying to do, he's gonna succeed.
I killed Dr. Millen.
Yeah. He brings you guys inside, has some people check you for wounds. I think Noggle sustained some pretty hefty wounds from the battle that were not tended to, so they'll take care of you and get you back up to full health. They'll get all you guys back up to full health. But not a long rest, so you don't get all your features and stuff back. So he's gonna address all of you guys as a group. All of you have helped to keep my factory safe. I appreciate you very much. I don't want to ask, more of you, but there is something that I wish to ask that you help me with. Clearly, our city is under attack. There is a mob that has been slowly growing in power in this city and have been causing more and more damage to the city, to my inventions, and now they're even attacking the factory. They're known as the Carnivores. They are becoming too powerful for even the government to keep under reins. But I have come to some information on something that I think we may be able to use to stop them. I understand that this is a lot to ask you. You guys would be traveling abroad to find this for me. So take some time to think it over and make some plans, but I ask that you would meet me back here in a couple of hours and we can discuss it further.
Are we allowed to know what it is first so we can consider it properly?
I can't give you any details, because if you aren't willing to do this, I'm going to send someone else to do it.
Okay. Alright, I'll think about it.
Okay, why are you... Is he always like this? Dr. Malik, would you mind joining me?
No. Yes, come with it.
All right. So the three of them head off. We're going to cut to them for a minute here. So you guys, he's walking you through the factory, kind of giving you like a little bit of a tour, kind of showing you around the facilities where all of the steam engines are, a little bit of like the production lines and stuff. And as he's walking along with you, he just wants to kind of talk over the whole investigation of the siren song with you. So how did you come across this new herb?
In the island that we came from,
Gorilla.
Barilla. We've came across the siren song back in Viril.
In Varilla.
No.
Yes. I mean, as I told you previously, I sent Quarian over there for the same mission to acquire some. Last communication I heard from him, he wasn't able to find it. So I know that you were in possession of some, so I was wondering if you'd be willing to donate that to the cause and allow me to use it to be able to run the necessary experiments.
But on some conditions.
Okay.
I will oversee the experiments.
Well, the problem with that is I would like you to go abroad, because what I understand of this substance is that it has a power that can be tapped beyond medical or recreational uses. I'm sure you're familiar with the bubble cult.
Yes.
They have various legends of a chosen one, and in relation to the legends of this chosen one, there are 3 of these ancient artifacts. They are known as the Divine Flowers. And I believe that with the 3 of these combined, along with the Siren Song, we'll be able to use it against the Carnivus.
What would you make with all 3? Used it how?
So the legend goes that the chosen one of whatever their belief system is can wield the power of these 3 artifacts and use it to bring back the Bubble God. Now, I don't believe in the Bubble God, but there are so many historical records of the power that these 3 artifacts have been able to wield. So I believe that we could use it to stop the Carnivus. Whether or not it brings back some god doesn't bother me. But I believe we could use them to stop the Carnivus, because if they destroy our city, they won't just stop there. They will go for the whole country.
Sure.
Okay.
What are the other 2 artifacts?
So I have one in my possession. So I will tell you the location of one of the other 2 artifacts. And then when you get back with that one, I will send you out with the details of the 3rd. Okay? The first one, or the second one, I suppose, the one that I want you to go and get first, is in Karat.
Correct.
I need you to convince the rest of your party to go with you. It seems like you are very competent as a group, and I would like this to be a successful mission. I've sent other men over there before, and they have not made it back.
Could you send me with another team?
I could. Is that what you prefer?
I don't know yet.
Kruk, raises a hand. Can I speak? I just want to say, I think we might know who this chosen one is. It's
No, yet. That's. I try not to come back.
well, I mean, he looks at you for a
Yeah.
trust me look.
Yeah. And I look at him saying with a shut up look.
He quiets down. He's like, "Oh, you know this chosen one."
There was talks of a child on the latest ship. But I think he goes by Byron.
Byron. Interesting. Well, I'll have to look into that. I appreciate that. Do you want me to get you another group of people? Because most of the men under my watch now are just artificers and engineers, mechanics.
Yeah, let me think and reconvene with the other members of this group.
Absolutely.
Another thing.
Yes.
I have my own research with the Siren Song, and if I am not doing it, I need someone to do it for me.
I've got all the resources you could possibly hope for. I would gladly do the research while you're away, and I mean that would, easily be just part of the payment for you doing this for me.
Okay.
You guys continue further along in the factory.
Karat, you said?
Karat. K-A-R-A-T. You guys travel further along in the factory, down past one of the factory lines, and there's a tunnel that leads kind of out of the factory towards the mines. And so you guys are kind of walking through there. And as you approach, you come across this large statue at the entrance to these mines. It's of a dwarf. You would probably know who this is. It's Dasmil Redrock, who was known some centuries ago. He was the first to kind of lead in the uprising against the Githyanki when they were trying to take over all of the whole world, basically. Are you familiar with the history of the Gith?
Lazelios. I'm sorry. Duh, yes.
Yes, well, my father, he was killed by them. And it was always his dream to do essentially what I'm doing now. Dasmil is, he's a true icon for the future generations of what truly is important and what we need to strive for as a city, as a country, as a society.
Roll insight.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
see if he actually believes it.
Sure.
10.
Yeah. He seems very passionate about this subject. He tells you, yes. Do you know the various myths of what happened to the Githyanki all those years ago?
How long would it have been?
It's been 300 years. If I may speak candidly, I've been following your research for some time, and I'm aware of just how old you are. And I think that you were probably around when the Githyanki disappeared.
Duh.
Did you ever encounter any of these Githyanki?
Yet, not personally. But they've left no trace ever since their just rapid disappearance.
Yes, it was overnight. They just vanished completely.
I remember.
Roll me an insight.
At 19.
As he's talking about this, you see him kind of unconsciously fiddling with a ring on his finger. And he's like, well, we'll go no further than this. I can take you back, and I want you to talk with your people and convince them to do this with me.
What is the nature, I'm interested in, of the artifact? What's the history behind it?
It's age-old, as long as the bubble cult has been around.
And they're all bubble cult origin?
It's the first recorded history of them, is from the bubble cult. Not much is known about them outside of their religion, just that they're very powerful artifacts that seem to somehow be connected with the Bubble God and are necessary for his release.
Aren't you worried that bringing all three together could do that? And expedite it?
Possible. I believe that we are in a world that is potentially becoming more and more progressive in the realm of magic again. Allowing magic perhaps to exist again, I think, is in our near future. And I feel that these artifacts should be kept in a place safe under the most powerful government in the world, here in Ormond, where they will be out of the hands of more dangerous groups.
I agree.
So we have to protect this. We have to protect this city, and we have to rein in these powerful artifacts, so that we can maintain the status quo. If you will.
And, I couldn't help but notice your ring.
He's got several rings on his
The
finger.
ring he was holding.
Yeah, that's a cobalt ring.
Cobalt.
He says, "Oh yes, it's a gift from my father."
Can I look at it a little deeper?
You want me to take it off and give it to you?
No, I just see if there's any inscriptions. It's just a solid
No,
cobalt.
it's like a blue ring with a large round like cobalt gem, just fastened in it. So yes, it's a gift from my father. The last thing he ever gave me.
How did he pass?
It was during the war between the Githyanki and Alluvia. He was killed out with a Gith.
And you were there?
I was a baby at the time. Yes. He's an elf.
That's a question.
Okay.
He kills me.
All right. So
know,
as you guys walk back through the factory back towards the entrance, we're going to transition. All of you guys are still kind of as a group, and this is like as they're walking away to have their conversation, you guys are all together. Misty's gonna look at you, Noggle, and you, Wilbert, and she's gonna be like, I think that we should probably go have a conversation in private about this request.
Yeah.
I agree.
You guys walk out of the factory. She kind of pulls you guys over to the side. I mean, there's like some cleanup crew cleaning up all the dead bodies and stuff. You guys find a little secluded area. She's like, we have a meeting. I can call a meeting with the other animals and we can discuss this.
Yeah, we probably should.
So she takes you guys. In fact, I think I have a map of this. So you guys normally have your meetings in a secret passage inside this cave. This like cave also leads to some of the mines and stuff, but you guys have like your own little secret entrance in there. So that's where you guys walk down the path, go inside of the entrance, go through your usual secret passage, and all the animals are there waiting when you arrive. You guys put on your masks as you walk in. Yeah, Misty dons hers, and you guys all walk in. It's this dank cavern lit up by some very, very, very dimly lit candles. I think it's meant to kind of have this ambiance of mystery, like you guys are meant to kind of be in the shadows here. Just to kind of describe each of the animals that you guys see in this group, not that it's new to you guys, but just so everyone can kind of get a picture in their head. Noggle, if you want to describe your mask, you don.
I just look like I have the mask of a weasel, so that's the animal that I've chosen.
And Wilbert?
My mask is it's a whale,
Oh, really?
but it kind of goes like past
Mhm.
my face to kind of look like fins going back, and then with a a killer whale face.
Absolutely. Also in this circle, there are 6 other. There's Christy, who just pulls like a cat mask over her cat face.
It's like exactly
the
same.
It's almost indistinguishable. Yeah. No, it's Misty. Misty does have orange hair. This is like a red furred cat, and it's got like really big wide eyes. There's also a figure in this group that has a tiger mask pulled over their face, with just like a big X kind of scar on one of the cheeks. There is a very, very large brooding figure, even larger than Wilbert, with just like a mouse mask pulled over, just like a really cutesy mouse mask with like little whiskers, a little button nose. There's another figure with a frog mask pulled over, like one of the eyes is winking. Then there is somebody with a monkey mask pulled over, kind of really frizzly hair and kind of like bloodshot eyes. And then lastly, there is a figure with a turtle mask pulled over. It's just got like this expression of kind of peace, like almost like a meditation kind of face looking on it. And Misty, right before you guys walk in, she tells you guys, I'm the speaker currently, so I'll be heading the discussion here. So she walks in, and you guys all stand in silence for several moments as she steps forward into the center of the group. And she says, "Tyranny reigns in this world. The high standing of society look down on us, step on us, send undeserving damnations upon us. But we are not without hope. For we are the animals." And then everyone in the group goes, "Animals." "We are not without cause. For we are the animals."
Animals.
Animals.
You aren't there.
I know, I was enjoying the chorus.
I appreciate that.
Animal. I was trying to
Alfonso snuck in.
Animals! He just sings the chair with no mask.
No,
Animals!
He just has like his armor covering his face. "We will end this tyranny, for we are the animals.
Animals!
Nothing will stand in our way, for we are the animals." And Silence, re-enters the room, and she says, "Our first matter of discussion is the recent attacks near Steamworks. A violent criminal has been freed and is likely to be part of the Carniva's future plans. I'm sure you all remember Gaddafi the Violent. He has worked for the Carnivas before, and I'm sure they will use him again. The next matter is the attack at Steamworks. The Carnivas seem to be capable of controlling Perurzi's steambots, which means they are now a threat to us. We must be on the lookout for any suspicious people coming near the steambots, as they are gradually being spread out more and more throughout the city. Big Joe, I would like you to see to this. We will allocate 50 animals to you for this cause." And, the really, really big guy with the mouse mask goes, "Finally, there's the matter of Edvard Perurzi himself." You hear the guy with the tiger mask just go, "Boo!" He has requested of Noggle and I that we aid him on a quest. There is something that he knows of that we can use to potentially defeat the Carnivas and hold them back. And then as she's kind of saying this, the tiger steps forward and interrupts her, and he's like, "We can't keep allowing this man the chance to gain more power. He's already the richest man in the country, shy of the king. He owns the most powerful company in history. Can't he find someone else to do his bidding? He represents everything the animals stand to take down. Embellished riches, abusive slave labor, unjust segregation. I say let him play his own game so we can continue to fight where it matters, here on the front lines in Ormond." And Misty's like, I understand what you're saying, Tiger, but believe me, and he's like, "Do you understand? Do you? Really?" And she's like, Yes, I do. I mean, I may not have been through what you have, but I know that people like Edvard, have for my whole life. These people are simple. They only care about one thing, and that's protecting their empire. And then the guy with the monkey mask speaks up, and he's like, well, what happens when his empire isn't big enough? And Misty you can see she's growing angry by her body language. She just goes, we are losing this war! We need help! We have to use what we can to gain the advantage here. We have lost more animals in the last month than we have since our founding. The Carnivus keep outplaying us every step of the way. If we don't try something new, something risky, everything could be lost. I acknowledge the despicable nature of the man that we have to work with here, and I acknowledge the risk that comes with it. But as we often remind ourselves, we are not without hope. Edvard is a selfish, egotistical, obscenely rich man, but for once his desires are in line with ours. We need to save this city no matter the risk. And you see Tony kind of step back in line and just kind of grunt. Now, I believe that I should stay here as I'm currently speaker for the animals. I would like to be on the front lines here for the time being, but I do believe that we should send Wilbert and Noggle out on this quest. It might be our last hope. If there's anybody that would like to go with them, please speak up now. And you guys see the frog masked figure step forward, and he's just like, yeah, I'll go with him. And, all right, frog, good luck. And you guys disperse, go back into the shadows, and leave. So you guys walk out with this guy, Badap, the Grung, and he's just like, so what are you guys been up to?
Well, we just arrived on shore. We helped solve the murder on a boat. It really wasn't that exciting, but it was a time. Some guy cheated on his wife. We saw a guy melt. Well, not really melt. He kind of just turned this kind of clay. And Noggle and I, we've been through it all.
I see. Well, very interesting. There was a murder on the boat? What was that about?
It wasn't that important.
Oh, okay. Well, if you say so. Seems like a big deal.
It really wasn't.
Okay. Well, so what's this big quest we gotta go on for Edvard?
We don't know too much, but we're about to find out some more information when we get back.
All right. Well, let's go do it. I'm excited to meet the rest of these people. So cutting back in time again, you guys are in the lobby. You two are the only ones left. Everyone else has walked out. I guess you two and Hummus and Connie. So what do you guys want to do?
I feel like Lachlan, it's just like he was waiting, like he got out of Wilbert's flesh before he left. And
yes.
He's just been kind of waiting on the floor, and about halfway through, he just kind of like started rummaging around in Connie and like pulled out a bop it, and he's just kind of sitting on the floor like, bop it. Twist it. He's just making like all these.
It's like the nuclear reactor
he's
inside
making a
of it
bomb.
that you're trying to defuse.
You're trying to play Bop It, but it's really a bomb.
Yeah.
Alfonso's just babysitting right now.
Yeah.
He's fully just cross-legged, crisscross applesauce.
Lachlan,
Hey.
I think if you
Twist
want
it.
to investigate that a little
Bop
more,
it.
then maybe.
Hummus walks over and bop it. Twist it. He just can't figure it out.
I'm going to sleep.
Lachlan, you're interested in this sort of technological thing, right?
Sure.
Well, I mean, there's plenty to see around this factory. If Edvard is giving us some time to walk around, maybe you could find something that you are interested in here. Maybe you could learn something new.
Well, I think the owl guy said that my dad was here. I
Think so?
didn't really go back and ask for specifics. but I think if I sit here and wait long enough, maybe my dad will find me. I don't really know how. Have you ever found your dad before?
Yes, I've found him before.
How did you find him?
Well, you know, I was at home when I was a child, and he was there.
See, I didn't get that.
Mm-hmm.
And to be completely frank with you, I'm pretty scarred from that battle.
I understand.
I don't really
that.
know how to move forward after that.
Well,
I've seen things that no child should see.
I agree with you. You know,
The dog fights.
Yeah.
It was,
dog
it was
fights.
even worse than the child dog fights.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't want to expose you to any of that, but sometimes that's what the big wide world has to offer, is some things that you can't really deal with. But, you know, the best way is to put one foot in front of the other and try to move on. So, what I think the best thing to do is get your mind off of it.
Okay.
So, I could certainly, you know, I haven't been in this factory before, but I could certainly, I've been in this factory before.
During your 2 years of study, you worked here.
I did? Oh, well. I've been in this factory before, so I could probably show you some pretty cool things that I think you'd be very interested in. Maybe take your mind off of this whole battle situation that happened out there.
Well, do you think you could, like, if you pass by somebody, if you could ask them if they're my dad?
Certainly.
Like all of them, maybe?
I don't know about that.
I mean, if they're
Maybe
like
not
a
all.
reasonable age, if there's like a worker that kind of looks like me.
If I see anyone that kind of looks like you,
Okay.
I'll be sure to ask them if they,
I really
if
appreciate
they have
it.
any
But we
children
gotta come
on
back,
any islands.
and then
Anyway.
the guy in the suit will tell me where he is, probably, if we can't find him by then.
I would have to agree.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay, I'll walk with you then. Can I bring Connie?
Absolutely. Does Connie need that? Does Connie need that device that you took out of?
The
them?
bop it?
Yes. Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, I coined that term just now.
Mm-hmm.
Trademark.
I think everything in this
Give me
factory
back
is
my
trademarked
internal
by-
core, master.
That's how Miss has it. Well, you can
Bop it.
Connie's head like.
Yeah.
Mine just falls.
Kind of just spinning in
It's
circles.
like her
voodoo doll.
controller.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
like a
Please
smaller
put it back
Connie.
in me, master.
God! Everything's a sexual innuendo that we say and do, and it,
That one was good.
That one was.
you guys
pure
even
Noah.
catch on at first too.
Oh my gosh.
I
Hummus
wish
put the
someone
bop
would.
back
I wish
inside her.
someone would say that to me.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh my goodness.
In the robot voice too.
Oh,
I hate it so much.
Gosh.
give it 10 years, bro. Whew.
Hummus, give her back the bop and we'll get moving.
Same master.
That's the best part.
I know, that was crazy.
He like tries to.
I give him uppies. We need more uppies.
So I grab him by the scruff of the neck and hold him up while he's holding
Puts
hummus.
it in, and just Connie like shuts down for a second, then rebooting. All of my abilities are fully functional again. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what I did. I'm glad it worked. You
As
probably
am
had
I.
something to do with that.
I don't know about that. I think that was all you, little buddy.
Ah, well, let's tour the factory. I've already forgotten about the murder.
All right.
Remember that one?
Make a note to steer clear of the watermelon processing area of the factory.
Yeah, they process watermelons on the side.
It's like that meme where it's like, I guess we're doing blank now. It's just like watermelon, goblin. I guess we're doing goblins now.
Yes.
Remember when the big owl man said that your dad had the same hair as you?
Oh, yeah.
We should look for people like that.
That's what I said. We gotta look for people that vaguely resemble me. Even if it's
Exactly.
just by hair color.
Okay.
Hummus
fine with
reminded
that.
me just now about
Uh,
what the owl man said.
Yeah, I think you just said that to
Let's
me a moment
go!
ago.
It's like a ginger minotaur.
What?
Minotaur.
What is?
Your dad, like no, just there's a random.
Oh, yeah.
He said vaguely,
He's half Minotaur.
Yeah, vaguely resembles me. You're just going by hair.
Yeah.
It's like exactly this.
Like Tabaxi there.
Yeah.
Misty's my dad.
Yeah.
Or Christy. Which
No,
one?
Misty's the orange one.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys start heading, kind of touring through the factory. You're actively looking for your dad, so both of you guys give me a perception check. You both don't know who you're looking for, just that you're looking for somebody with the same color hair as Lachlan.
Could you give me investigation?
Sure.
Can Hummus give me the help back?
So,
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
With my goggles,
I think I told you he can only give you advantage or help action on intelligence-based checks. So yeah.
With the goggles, it's just +1 perception.
Roll again.
Did you say perception, bro?
He rolled a 20 and then a 1.
Oh my god.
Perception, not base perception. You're rolling perception because you're actively looking.
Oh, I got 9.
9. Okay.
I got a nat 20 plus 6.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are walking through like some of the different lines, and you don't really recognize anybody from. I mean, it's been like I don't know, like 15 months, I think, or something like that since you were last here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple of years.
I think it's been a couple of years.
And so yeah, you don't really recognize anybody. Nobody really gives you guys a second glance necessarily. They're just doing their work. But you see somebody that is carrying a big ol' like kind of pile of like a big box full of like various different components that look like they just got kind of taken off the line because they were faulty or damaged or whatever. And he's walking through a door at the end of this corridor. And he's got the same color hair as you.
I tug on the bottom of your shirt. I go, and then I turn over and I go, Papa! And start sprinting in that direction.
The door closes behind him as you're sprinting over there. I was just like,
Is there a lock on this door?
Hummus is 50 feet back, and you're is there a lock on this door?
I'm just casually
No, there's
strolling.
not. There's not.
He's got little legs, so he's like...
Yeah, just very slow.
And your
Hummus's movement speed is like
terrible.
Yeah,
5
it's-
feet per turn.
I'm not wearing the chainmail anymore, so I can actually sprint.
Yeah. So yeah, Hummus is lagging far behind, but you get to the door and it's unlocked. You can go in.
Okay. I open the door.
I kick. But if I get there before him, I'm kicking it open.
You leaving Hummus behind?
Yeah, he's going.
I have it like cracked halfway open. He runs up and kicks it.
Hummus
got it!
does?
I'm a kung
He
fu
does.
master.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, so you guys both you bolt in there, and there's like a stairway that goes up and a stairway that goes down, and you see like just the top of his head slowly bobbing as he's walking down the stairs.
Can I just yell out, "Excuse me, sir"?
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah.
I'll say to him something like, "If you're carrying a box, how heavy is that box that you're carrying?"
Fine.
It's not a weight.
What? Do you think I weighed it? Who are you? What are you doing in here?
Well, I'll have you know that you should be wearing a lift belt if you're carrying a box of metal straps that looks about as heavy as that. You should definitely be wearing a lift belt.
I love
Facility
how
like this.
often Alfonso calls people in the trade out for like faults in their inventions, not following proper safety procedures. It's great.
Fully midway through this conversation, I've attempted to jump into this guy's arms.
I'm gonna roll a dex save to see if he drops this box. He drops this box. The parts bang flying down the stairs. He like tries to catch you and like fumbles you as well.
Does he fall on
Um,
his neck and dies?
No, you don't fall down the stairs. You're fine. He's just like, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Dad! It's me! Lachlan, your boy! You birthed me!
Oh shit.
This is not the reaction I was hoping for.
Okay. First of all, I'm not your dad.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Most likely.
I feel like
What's your mother's name?
Claire!
Oh shit. All right.
This is looking good!
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm just.
This is my uncle, Fonzo!
Yeah,
I don't have
sure.
any brothers. Claire didn't have any siblings either.
Yeah, so you are my father!
No, I'm not your father.
You look like me!
he like quickly like rushes you guys down the stairs, and you guys duck into like the trash compactor where he was probably taking all these parts, and he kind of like shoves a chair like against the door, and he's like, "Okay,
Just bouncing up and down.
so your name is Lachlan? Okay. Just to kind of give you guys a description, this guy, he looks like he's
He looks like Dom.
Dom was a
With
brunette.
red hair.
Yeah.
With red hair.
Just a clone of Dom.
No, he looks younger than Dom. He looks like he's probably like early 20s. This guy, and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looks.
Okay.
No, that tracks.
What when you look at some, do you think, they don't look? You do not think like they look a certain age?
No, that's what I'm saying. They look. Doesn't mean they are. Because I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I
Well,
think
yeah,
he's an
fair enough.
ancient dragon.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
You saying that to me?
No,
I think he's an ancient dragon.
I think he's an ancient dragon.
I think he's an ancient dragon.
Yeah. So he.
You roll for.
So,
Oh, I just moved my dice over.
so he's younger than you are.
He's an ancient dragon.
He's younger than you are, Fonzo. And he's got like a little pencil mustache, just like really short cut hair that's the same color as yours. And he's just kind of like, just freaking out. He's like, okay, all right.
I came all this way to see you. We can be a family again.
Where's Claire?
That's the bad news. Not as alive as she once was.
What?
Listen, I haven't had to say it out loud before, really? She's... You know.
She's gone.
Yeah.
He kind of leans against the wall and sinks down and sits down, just kind of puts his arms up on his knees, and he's like, she was something else, your mother.
I wouldn't have come to see you if we didn't have to.
Why did you have to?
We're by ourselves now. I just wanted a family, and I have Fonzo, and I have Noggle, and I have Wilbert, and Dr. Mellon's also there, but it's not like it was when I was younger, and I never really got to know you, and I wanted to meet you, and I wanted to have a family again. I don't know. I just wanted to meet you. Are you my dad or not?
I gotta make a check for him.
Why are you rolling to see if you're my father?
He just pulls out a D20 like.
I am his father. I am not his father. No, he just kind of. Listen, kid. I am your father, but nobody can know. Right? Nobody can know. You have to leave here.
Are you not
can never
proud
come back.
to- what?
We can't be seen together.
What? Why?
As you ask this, the door bursts open. A couple of guys walk in, they're kind of laughing, like
Through the chair that was propped against it?
Good point. I forgot about that. Yeah. Good. Thank you for for
Fire
checking
up
it.
those fryers.
They kick through the door.
Some people try coming through the door, and why's the door stuck? And he's like, oh crap. He's like, both of you go out the back exit.
I can hide in your folds. We can stay here.
I don't know what the hell you just said. Go out the back exit. Take this kid out of here now. Wait, what's going on in there?
No, I don't want to leave you. I
Get
just
out of here
learned.
now.
You're fully gonna have to restrain me.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Lachlan, I think we can talk about
No,
this
we
later.
can't
I
talk
think
about it now.
something's happening right now.
I've been chasing him for so long. What if?
Hey, who's in there? I hear voices.
I can stay with you. It's
No,
it's
you
not
have
a big deal. No
Go.
one. It's fine
Go
if anybody knows.
now.
We have this.
Leave!
I full like fetal position, like not moving, not going one way or the other.
I pick him up.
Do you look back?
I give the guy my business card. In case he wants to contact me.
Anyway,
It still says Steamworks on it.
As you're handing this business card, give me an insight check.
Okay. A 6.
You head out the back exit.
I'll be like,
Um,
in case you want to talk about this further. There's no phone number or anything. Just got my name.
Phone number? Yeah, there wouldn't be.
and as soon as you guys are out the back door, you hear him, like just as the door closes behind you, go, "Oh, sorry guys, dropped some trash in front of the door. My bad." And then the door closes, and you guys are sealed off from him.
In the trash compactor room.
In the trash compactor room.
I'm again like curled. If you're like carrying me, I'm curled up.
Right. It's alright, Lachlan. It's alright.
This was a bad walk.
I know.
I didn't like this walk.
I know, Lachlan.
gotta take my mind off of it.
I know. I'm so sorry. We'll figure this out, okay? We'll figure this all out. Maybe that's not even your father. Maybe he was lying. Okay?
I don't.
You know?
Maybe not.
You know, these kind of things happen in life. I've been yelled at by plenty of people, some that I love, some that I don't, and again, you have to move past it, so...
I don't think this is just something I can move past. I don't... Why do you think he wouldn't want to know me?
Maybe there's some things in his past that he can't seem to get past.
That... One, that's a bar. Two...
So what?
It's a bar. Two... I feel like family should trump whatever could possibly be going on. I don't know. I just think you should at least want to know me. I've spent years looking for him.
You know, Lachlan, how long have you known your father?
About 2.5 minutes.
Alright. Well, how long have you known the people that have been around you?
About 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks? Well, that's longer than 2.5 minutes.
Neither of those numbers seem statistically significant.
How long have you known Hummus?
Longer than I'd care to.
What?
I'm kidding, I'm trying to lighten the mood with humor. Is it working?
Well, let me say this. We all support you. And we want you to be happy.
You can't give me food in the middle of a scene.
We're gonna figure out a way through this.
Okay. I will be calls you.
You will.
Thank you, Uncle Fonzo. Is Hummus still with us? Did he catch up?
No.
I need to hold.
Connie
Hummus.
is also not with you.
I need to hold my boy.
Do you want me to get Hummus for you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go get
Map's
Hummus
not
for
working
him?
again.
So where are you guys?
Keeps flashing.
It's
Now
this
off.
adapter.
Quit flashing the now.
It's off now.
So when you guys walked out this door, you exited out into what appears to be an underground rail system. Probably the way that they get the trash out of the factory. The door behind you is locked.
Oh shit. We're about to go on a roller coaster.
There's no carts there.
I'm not gonna be in the help. I'm just fully just.
Yeah, you're the adult here, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, can I do an investigation? See if I can see anything?
Sure.
That
Give me a
might
perception.
be of use to us. Perception? Ooh, 22.
22? Okay, yeah. You feel like you can hear some sounds. It could be factory sounds, voices, something coming from a little bit further down to the right from where you guys walked out down this path.
Down the tunnel?
Down the tunnel.
There's
There's a
tracks on
walkway
it?
along the tracks.
Okay.
You guys head down that way, and you exit out into what
Am I
appears to be...
carrying him?
Yeah, you can carry him if you
I'll
want.
carry him on my shoulders to make
Yeah.
him feel a little better.
Absolutely.
You hear above you. Bop it.
You don't have it on you.
I made another one.
You did duplicate magical item as his infusion.
Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Is that a prereq? Does it have a prereq?
No.
Oh, wow. Let me see if he actually has
No,
that.
it's just for the bit. I didn't actually.
But if you
make
have it, you
another-
could. No, you need a long rest. I
But
think.
he
He does have that one though.
I looked at it. You could only duplicate very specific things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so you guys walk down, and when you reach kind of where you heard these sounds from, you realize you kind of have exited out into where this track ends, which is just a large hole in the ground with like molten lava flowing through it. And it seems to be just where they throw all the junk to get rid of it, instant incineration. And there's just a couple of guys, like face, clothes, hair just covered in soot, and they just kind of look up at you guys like, what are you guys doing here?
What are you doing there without wearing a dust mask?
Sorry, sir. We heard there was going to be a new supervisor. Talk to Grago over in the supply depot. He hasn't provided us with masks in weeks.
Grago, is he the supervisor of the supply depot?
Yes.
All right. I'll be sure to have a word with him. Down the hall to the right?
What was your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris? How do you spell that?
There's just a child on his shoulders.
CHRISP.
All right, you got it. Thank you, Mr. Chris.
It's Chris.
Oh, thank you,
He
Mr.
is
Chris.
silent.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. You see him? They salute you,
I give him a nod.
and so you walk past them through like the door behind them. I'm guessing. As you walk out the door, you hear one of them go, "Who's that kid?" And the door closes behind you guys. We're gonna cut from you guys for a
With
moment.
really puffy eyes.
And we're going to cut back to you guys with Badap. You guys arrive back in the kind of entrance hall of Steamworks. And nobody's there. Nobody that you left behind there is there. If you wait for just a couple of moments, then in will walk Edvard and Malik. And Edvard's like, oh, where did the rest of the group go?
Not sure.
No idea. We just walked in and they were all gone.
Oh, I see. I'm sure we can locate them pretty quickly. And he walks over to like this panel on the wall, and he just kind of there's like a microphone looking thing attached to it. He's like, "Attention, all factory workers. We are looking for a small child and a rather tall brunette man with a lute on his back. Please." Bring them to the main lobby as soon as possible. And you guys hear this kind of go overhead above you. And the room you just walked into is just kind of like a long hallway with various different hallways shooting off from it. It just looks like a maze. You guys have no idea where you are. You don't see anybody. But you do hear this announcement. What do you do?
I kind of look down at you from your shoulders.
So we're just at a corridor that's got a bunch of ways coming off of it.
You want to give me a perception check?
Yeah, I was thinking just straight perception. I don't know if I have any abilities that can help. 17.
Okay, yeah. You see at the end of this hallway, kind of past all of the branch offs, there looks like there's a map of the factory on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk up to it. There's like a little dot that says like "You're here," and then it's such a complex web of like multiple layers, floors, like all the different vents that run around and all the different like exhaust pipes, and it just looks like a mess. So you're gonna have to give me an intelligence check.
I was gonna say, can I do a history check since I've worked here before?
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be 15.
Sure. So you definitely weren't in this area of the factory when you were working here.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that alone, you don't necessarily know how to get back to where you're trying to go, but you think you might be able to figure it out from this map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you have to give me an intelligence check, DC
All right.
20.
Back to the intelligence check.
DC 20?
DC 20.
16.
16. You're convinced you know the right way, and you're going to head off in that direction.
All right, don't you worry, locked in. I've got this all sorted out.
It's a little
I've
fuzzy
worked here
towards the end,
before.
but
Alright.
Alright.
All right, we head off in a direction.
I'm going to
going the
roll a
wrong
quick
way.
little luck check here for you. As you set off down this hallway, there's a group of guys walking towards you. And they're like, that's what they just called for. Hey, who are you guys?
My name is Chris.
Chris? Who's the kid?
Chris with a K.
Oh, okay. Mr. Percy just called for you guys in the main lobby. You know how to get back there?
Would you gentlemen mind showing us the way?
Absolutely. And they take you guys back. So you guys arrive back in the main lobby. And Edvard's like, oh, welcome back. It's good to see you guys all here again. I hope you had some time to think about my request.
Tears streaming down my face.
He like snaps his fingers and a guy runs in with a lollipop and gives it to you.
You gotta give him some of that candy as like
Now you
RP.
have to as RP. You walk yourself.
Not just one. Just enough.
Please. Thank you.
Only because you did an insight check that I was going to have you do anyways.
Oh really? Amen.
So he's like, all right, did you all have a chance to think about my request?
Edvard,
Yes,
could you give us a moment
of course. Yes.
together?
I'll be in here. And he walks through one of the doors.
Who's the frog?
Hey guys, my name's Bradap.
Very nice to meet you.
And why are you here?
I'm a friend of Noggle and Wilmart's.
He's gonna come with us on the journey.
That's all right.
Have you decided to go on the journey?
We have. There we go.
Yells it louder.
Well, that's just what I want to talk. Edvard has us going searching for an artifact. And I think it would be beneficial if we listen and go.
How so?
And for many different reasons. I know for Noggle, in this case, the Carnivas, he says he could help with that and what's going on.
Yeah.
As despicable as the man is, and as much as I hate him, his desires are in the same place as
He
yours.
also has a lollipop.
You're just intensely looking at it.
Well, what do we care about Steamworks? What do we care about this city?
It's not Steamworks. It is the other side. It's very. I kind of make sure no one else is around. He's very interested in you. He doesn't.
He's on my shoulders.
Oh, you, him.
I've gotten down like, but why when we find a place like climb down, I'm just kind of sitting on the floor with the lollipop.
Krep kind of stoops down next to me. He's like, are you okay? What happened?
My dad's here, but he didn't want to talk to me.
Why not?
He yelled at me. He was there. He can tell you about it if you want to hear
Yeah,
about
I
it.
can't
His
nod. Be
fault.
like,
His father was here.
yeah, he was someone who claimed to be him at least.
Well,
What was his name?
I didn't get his name. Wait, you didn't give his name, right? I didn't get his name. He seemed upset.
Upset about what? Upset about you? Well, that's not appropriate. I'm sure this guy, even if he's your dad, you don't gotta worry about him. You don't gotta listen to him. We'll take care of you. Right, buddy?
Crux the best.
I don't want to be taken care of. I've been taken care of by other people forever. I just want my dad. He was never around, and I don't know why. And I just want, at the very least, I want to know why he left.
Lachlan, you have eyes everywhere looking for you now that he's very interested in this prophecy of the Boba Cult.
That doesn't have
He
anything
believes-
to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. People, if a man like Edvard believes in a prophecy of power, that means you have something that could change a lot of things.
I don't have anything that anybody wants. I just
Yeah,
want my dad.
As you say this, that pendant that you got a couple of sessions ago that kind of glowed in front of you and then disappeared, reappears in front of you and kind of falls into your hand.
Like
Shit.
poofs in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And it falls into your hand.
That can't be a good sign.
No.
Can I take a look at it?
Before you even go to try and take this from him, you hear a voice in your head
Oh, that's good.
coming from this, and you recognize this voice. And it says to you, "You must find the epitome."
I didn't do that.
Yeah, what was that? What?
It's like, I'm sorry, what? Say it again? One more time, please. Disembodied voice, please.
You hear a voice that says, "You must find the epitome."
Ifataria? Okay, that explains why I didn't understand it. It was a word I don't know. You said it's a familiar voice.
Yes, it's the voice that you heard when you found your sister.
Ah.
Do we hear? It's just him. It's in the set, right?
Just him.
Okay.
So you see him with like a startled look on his face, probably.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just fully, like, looking into this, just dazed almost.
Lachlan.
Yeah.
Lachlan.
All right.
Huh?
Can I see it? Either way, you have the attention of a lot of people, powerful people, that their intentions cannot be trusted. Regardless if you think you have power now or whether it's true or not. And so the best course is you stay close to us.
You see me kind of turn around and I start going into my hands.
What do you say?
I'm asking what the Ifataria is, if this is, like, related to, like, is this what they want us to go get?
Go with blast.
With the suit man?
Yes.
Who are you?
And then the orb stops glowing.
No!
And it vanishes again.
Okay, I'll go. Whatever you want.
Just like that? What did your little floating pendant say?
Yeah, well, why were you whispering that thing?
That's not important. I don't think.
I mean, typically when like
Typically.
a cult-related artifact disappears and appears at will, and then you see someone talking to it, it's a little bit concerning. So
Listen, Croc. This young lad here has had a long
Concerning or
day.
disconcerting?
concerning.
Oh! That's fair.
It's definitely not
We're
concerning,
not
but
fair right now.
this lad's
Take my hand crossbow!
Bang. Done.
this lad's had a long day.
All right, I'm sorry. You're right.
Let him keep his secrets for a day or two.
That's just fine, but you need to stay close.
Well, what about you, Fonzo?
The
You coming with us?
Well, I don't think I should stay too terribly long in this city.
well,
I don't think many good things will happen if I do.
Oh, why do you say that?
I think that's my business.
Oh, well, fair enough.
either way, Edvard will pay well for this little trip.
Maybe I can finally pay you back that 64 gold.
And we haven't even talked about interest.
Croc's like, it's really high, I promise. I think I got like 2,000 gold I owe by now. It's like 1,000% interest.
Just for crap.
You're done, dude.
And so we'll put a noggle already. You said you were going.
Yeah, we're going.
And why should we trust the frog, your frog friend? What happened with Misty?
Basically, they're just trading places for the moment.
But who is he?
Alright.
You're not a bubble, are you?
What?
A bubble?
No.
Fine. Then we leave. Edvard can gear us up and get ready for this trip.
Do you want to go get Edvard then?
Yeah.
He comes back in and he's like, you've all decided?
We even need some resources if you send us out.
Anything. Whatever you need.
Some nicer gear, gadgets, firearms.
Yes, I can provide this.
And then we can be on our way.
Very well. Fantastic. Just give me some time to prepare. Just some adventuring gear for you, and yes, we'll gladly see you off.
Edvard, I'll need a workbench as well to prepare. I think this young one will need a shorter workbench as well to help us prepare for our journey.
You came in here with one of my steam bots and a small fleshy thing.
I've been looking for hummus.
Yes, I think one of my workers found it.
Is he alright?
Oh yes, he's fine. He's fine. He did climb onto one of the conveyor belts and did accidentally get made into one of our smaller steambot models. And we are afraid that he might get killed if we try to remove him. So, just bear that in mind as he motions, and then one of the doors opens up, and then Connie comes stomping in, and right behind her is a much smaller,
Connie.
3 foot tall mech with just Hummus's head sticking out the top. He's like, "Let's go."
Hi, Fonzo.
He has his own armor now.
Oh, good lord.
We got hummus in mech suit!
Lachlan, are you okay?
He runs up and freaking trips and falls down onto his face.
Lands on my foot just like a ton of metal.
And he falls out right in front of me. He's trying to get up, but you can tell he's not used to controlling his mechanical arm.
I'm not used to having legs.
Spinning him around all over the place and just trying to get up.
Think about not having legs. Now you have
Going
legs.
from a slug to legs. Evolution.
Now,
Instant onset evolution.
I'm gonna be keeping the construct here. Especially now that they seem to be under attack by the Carnivores. We just, we can't afford to spare any at this moment.
1 second. And I kind of move in my pack and I quickly pull out a pen and paper and write, I'm going on a mission. I'll be back soon. Or I say, we're going on a mission. We'll be back soon. We love you, Dad. Lachlan and Mirari fold it up and hand it to Connie. And I say, give this to my dad.
Who is your father?
He looks like me. It's not...
You'll know him when you see him.
And you see Edvard kind of raise an eyebrow. And he's like, your father?
No, it's a figure of speech.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't think the Steambot's going to be able to return this to the proper recipient. So if you would allow me, I would gladly deliver this message for you.
Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just trying to get vibes off of this fellow. 9.
You don't. I mean, you just feel like he thinks. You think that he thinks he might know who your father is. You see him looking at your hair, and then back down at your eyes, and then up at your hair.
If you want to help Connie, you can. I trust her.
Absolutely. Right. Well then, good luck on your journey. I will have the packs ready for you here. I have other business to attend to, so I will be back. But they will be here for you in the lobby in a few hours. I'll have my men arrange them. So Edvard turns to leave and walk up the...
Edvard.
Oh, yes.
One more thing came to mind.
Oh, of course.
On the ship that we came back on, the one with everything happened, there was a cursed woman named Filda.
Filda.
She was cursed with some sort of lycanthropy.
I think you may have told me about her when you first landed.
We saw her caravan traveling here, and I assume they got here before us because they got the carriage and all.
Yes, I do believe I heard that there was a criminal from the ship being sent up to speak with the king to determine her...
she's cursed, and it's against her will. And I think I can help. And I think I owe that to her.
Well,
can you see...
If you would like to attend to that before you head off, then I will, absolutely.
How far away is the king's palace from here? Is it?
It's the next, the city's in 3 layers. It's the top layer.
Would that take long to get there?
I mean, it would probably take you a few hours.
Okay.
To get there, deal with that, and come back.
I would.
Which is how long you gotta wait for the stuff, anyways. So.
I would do that then.
Right, yes, absolutely. Would you like me to send somebody as like a...
Send someone as an emissary
Yeah.
with me. Someone, if you could sign off that she could be in my care.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I have just the person for that. And he walks over to his little microphone and he says, Magnus to the main lobby, Magnus to the main lobby. And a few moments pass and then the door opens up and you see the guy that said he was your father walk in, make eye contact with you, quickly correct himself. He's like, yes, Mr. Percy?
Do I notice that little interaction?
Give me an insight.
Full puppy dog eyes at him. Just...
That one.
Oh, yeah, no, you have no idea.
I would also go.
We're both
making puppy
becoming
dog
puppy
eyes?
dog.
Not puppy dog eyes, but I mean, obviously, I recognize the guy.
Yeah, he's like, I would like you to accompany this group, and they need to go and speak with the king about some criminal. Just if you would please accompany them and give them my blessing. And he's like, sir, if I may, I actually have some work I gotta do down in the factory. There's a lot of projects that are behind schedule. He's like, no, this is where I would like you to be. We will handle it. And he's like, yes, sir.
Magnus.
Yes.
It would be quick. Someone's.
mean-
this is bigger than that.
We produce several thousand units per hour, so any time away is...
Someone's life is in jeopardy that we need to go.
I understand. If Mr. Percy wants me to do it, then I will do it. And as you guys are walking out of the factory, there is a group of people walking into the factory. Nobody that any of you would recognize, except for Alfonso, would recognize that the person walking in is none other than his father.
His father?
And he's
There
with
was
a group.
daddy issues.
He's with a group of like very posh, rich, very well dressed individuals, and they're walking in, and they seem to be discussing something about some sort of investment, and he stops dead in his tracks and looks straight at you, and he's like, Alfonso, what are you doing here?
I was asked to come here. I was traveling with a group of people. I'm just assisting them.
Do you think you have any place here?
I think I do.
Give me your special check. Wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Alright, that's freaking powerful.
Mm-hmm. I think that I have plenty of reason to be here.
Such as? Given your rather embarrassing display on your way out?
I have done nothing wrong. I have been falsely accused of everything that I've been accused of. Nothing like the accusations that have been posed against me happened. It must have been something, I'm not sure, but it was not me.
Everybody saw. You
Then they
raging-
saw wrong.
I don't have time for this. And then you see Edvard kind of like motions to him. He's like, oh, yes, Mr. Gildris, please. He's like, I didn't realize that this was your son. And he's like, no son of mine, as he walks past you.
I just...
I
Pull
whisper,
my
I
collar.
whisper to a
Yeah.
I walk over.
It seems to be the lot of daddy is in this group.
And you guys walk out. And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
Tell you about my dad.
Yeah, that is all for this week for The Rise of Steam. Until next time, farewell.